there are several things that I love about this paint sprayer, but my main one is that you can take this off and then you could go ahead and just wash this whole entire thing. This entirely everything comes off on this, and then you could just not worry about, you could just throw this in a bucket and not worry about it short circuiting the base over here. And there's other several things, including that I love that click. Whenever you put it on there, you just click it really easy and it's on there. And there's several things that I like, including that you can use any DeWalt battery. At least all of the ones I have, I could use. I'll show you. But before then, I have this one right here. Another thing that I like is that once you start it, it tells you the battery level right here. And then you can also use this, as long as it doesn't have paint, you can also use this as a fan. And then once it's secure there, you can also just flip this to be able to be horizontal or vertical. If you put it on the side there, it would do a circular paint job. All right, so my plan is to get this painted. Obviously it has a lot of kind of dirt on there, and it's just kind of over time. I've tried to clean it before and it's been steadily there. It doesn't go away, even pressure wash it and nothing. So we're gonna go ahead and paint it. I do have to clean it up a little bit more right now because it's been a while. Just scrub it and everything, and then after that I'll be able to paint it. All right, so these are all the different DeWalt batteries that I have. They all work with my DeWalt devices. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the different ones here just to show you. So and the one I was trying earlier was this one, so you already saw that one. But yeah, it works with all of my DeWalt batteries. All right, so I want to try it on these cardboard boxes here before I try it on my patio. All right, so I did a viscosity test with this that it brings on the box, and it should be good. It did about 30 seconds for this paint. This is the one that I got right here, and it seems to be doing really good. Let's go ahead and try it. All right, I'm gonna try it on this spot of my house. It's kind of hidden, so I want to really try it on this one. It is very dirty, so I don't know if it's gonna be enough paint to cover this up, but I just wanted to try this out first before I did the rest of it. All right, so it did a really good job, but as you could tell there, it's not as smooth, but that may be on me because I didn't put any initial coat or anything like that, and I didn't clean it, but it's not really as smooth as I would like it to be. I wonder if I should thin out the paint a little bit and see if that works. So I'm gonna go ahead and thin it out just a bit and see if that makes it smoother. All right, so I thinned out the paint at a 1-to-1 ratio. So let's see how that does with this over here. All right, so it came out not as smooth as I think I would like, but I think that's a skill issue. I think it's just that I am not, this is basically my first time trying this out, and it's not the same to be experienced and to be good at this. So I think I just gotta keep on trying. So I think once I put a second coat on this, it's gonna probably be a lot smoother. It looks a lot smoother in person than it does in the camera here. This one came out smoother, but it's dripping. Again, I think it's just a skill issue. I think I just need more practice on this, and that's why I did on the side of the house here. So like that, it's not something that's really showing too much. All right, so I went back to full paint instead of just a 1-to-1 ratio because as it dried, I like this one better. And now I remember last time I painted with something, when I did a second coat, it just smoothed it out a lot better. I didn't really like how this one looked, even though it looks a little smoother. It just too drippy, is a little too out of control, at least for this material. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the paint as it is for this siding. Yeah, it was definitely a skill issue. Now that I got a little more comfortable with it, it looks so much better. I know in the video it looks a little grainy, but it's in real life it looks a lot smoother. It looks really nice. Also, again, I didn't wash this, I didn't do anything, I just spray paint on there. So it looks really good for what it is. And I'm definitely more comfortable to go ahead and do the inside a little bit later. All right, so this is that little mark. There was a bug that decided to go on there, but yeah, this is about an hour after I painted it. It actually smoothed out really nicely. It looks really good. I am probably gonna do one more coat, and that should finish it up really nicely. All right, so I had a few things to do yesterday, so and I kind of had to leave in a hurry, so I left the paint in here. I didn't really rinse it, so let's see how it works today. It does bring some things to clear out the paint out of there, so we'll see if I have to use that. All right, so all I had to do was take out, there was a little dried paint at the beginning there, so with just my fingernail I was able to take it off, and it's working. So let's go back to work. All right, so this is the day after. There was a bug there, so that's why that looks like that. I had to take it off. But yeah, this is the rest. This is with the mixture of 50-50. It actually came out pretty good. I mean, those bumps is just because I didn't clear that at all. And this was just, I need to give a second coat here. And then this was the without, and probably a second coat on here as well. All right, so this is the progress inside. I still haven't painted the top here because I need to cover that up there. But for the most part, down there, they're pretty good. From that to that, it's a really big improvement. Obviously, I'm gonna probably do a second coat, but it's doing really, really good. It's doing a really good job. So this is just after one coat. Obviously, you could tell on there. I would say if anybody wants to do this, do primer and then do the paint, or you're gonna have to do multiple coats of the paint. But overall, it did really good. It spread out really evenly. The way, like, the camera shows over here where it has some spots. In real life, I don't see those spots. I see it in the camera, but I don't see it. It's very, very hard to see that because it did pretty good on evenly touching that up. I'm a beginner. At first I was having some skill issues, obviously, because I've never done this before, and it was really easy to use, especially for a beginner. There is some things on the manual that tells you, depending on the viscosity of the paint, if you need to mix it with water or not. For this paint I was using, it said not to mix it with water, but I wanted to mix it to try it out on the other side, and the manual was right. I didn't have to mix it. So far it's doing really good. I am gonna do another coat, so I'm sure it's gonna be a lot more even. I did another coat on the outside and it came out really good. Actually, let me go ahead and take a video of that real quick. All right, so this is the place that I did 2 coats on, and as you can tell, it came out really good. And over there I did just 1 coat over here. This is the time where I mix the paint with water, so that's why there's some drips here. I don't care about this stuff over here because it's on the side of the house. It's kind of hidden. And over there I haven't done like a secondary coat yet, but overall it did really good. So I've been busy with a lot of things, so I'm just gonna show you real quick so far what I got. I haven't been able to finish all of it, but it looks a lot better. Still gotta do a second coat on this over here, and I still gotta finish over here, but it's looking so good. The sprayer did amazing. It spread everything, the paint, really nicely. And actually no, I do have to do a second coat on this one. I just never did. I did only 1 coat, so that's why that looks like that, but the rest of it looks really, really good. I definitely recommend this to anybody that's a beginner. Like I was impressed. I was surprised that I was able to do this because I've never done this before. I never used one of these before, and it was just really plug and play. Especially if you have a battery that works with your DeWalt tools, you just put it in there and just give it a go. one thing to know is the type of paint that you're using and whatever, and read the manual to see if it's compatible with it, and or if you have to dilute it. For the one that I used, I didn't have to dilute it, and it's coming out really good. I'm still finishing up some more over here, but it's really easy to use and perfect, honestly. Especially for the price point, if you're gonna do one project and you don't know if you're gonna do another project with it, I think that this is the way to go, because you're not breaking the bank and you're able to do the job that needs to be done.